Hi everybody and welcome to the Outdoors Station once again in our new salubrious studio. What do you think? Yeah, we haven't moved to America. It's all a virtual reality, and as much as that's great fun and so is all the studio building that we've been doing, we'll actually also want to talk practically about a lot of the outdoor equipment. In particular, this time we're looking at the Evernew Appalachian Trail set and the Toaks ultralight titanium cookset. Two different prices, but very, very similar in their aspirations, I suppose. We've got them both on the table here. As you can see, I'll do a bit of an unboxing and take them one at a time. So let us nip over to this camera and take that one out of the way, and we'll have a look at the Appalachian set and what you get. Well, obviously you get fine packaging. Now the Appalachian set is made in Japan and the Toaks set is made in China, should that be of interest to you. You have obviously the usual boxing. You have a lovely titanium pad there, and should your Japanese be up to it, you obviously got the Japanese there as well, instructions which may or may not be of interest to you. Have a look at those in super close up there. Great. Okay, so packaging and Japanese instructions aside, let's put that over there. Let's have a look at the pot itself. Right, let's go back to this one. So it's a 500 ml pot. So for most people that's a pint. Good, as you can see, two swivel handles, nice solid clip-in lid, and you'll see straight away that there is a recess on the base, and we'll find out in a minute what exactly that is for. Inside, let's go back over here. Inside we have beautifully packed with a little cleaning cloth or something to keep your pot clean. Lots of Japanese instructions, as you can see, everywhere. You have the DX stand, and then now this DX stand is a wood burner. It's a meths burner, and also I think it can be used as a solid fuel titanium SBIT burner. But it all slots very neatly together, and as you can see, all fits inside the pot there. You simply take this out, and inside here you have the fantastic double ringed Evernew burner. Just look at that in super close up there. Now this is something else. It really is. A lot of people at the moment are changing their burning systems if they've got something like a caldera cone or something similar, because the rim is very similar. It's very close to the Trangia rim, so it will fit most Trangia adapters. And because it really does kick out an awful lot of heat very, very rapidly. Inside, if you can just make it out there, you can see the lines. There is, I think it's a 30ml and 60 milliliter filling lines, and you can calculate usually how long that gives you burn time. But once this is burning as a standalone item, you can place your pot on top, which then seals these holes, revealing those ones around the outside there, and that will slow down the amount of alcohol you use and also the cook time. Or if you want it as a real serious burner, you just let it go, and within 30 seconds this blooms and really does go for it. So as a burner alone, this is a super, very, very powerful alcohol, methylated spirits, as we say in this country, alcohol burner. Now, the DX stand is a mixture of things here. Let's just pop that together. Now, it slides together like so, and the meths burner inside, alcohol burner inside there, and you then light it and pop your top on, and then very, very neatly the 500ml mug will sit inside there. And if I can get that close enough, you can see that rim, look, just pops inside there like that, which makes it very, very stable. From a burning point of view, you obviously have got your alcohol burner there. if you take, oh, this is a power plate. Sorry, I should have mentioned that. Now, the theory is this heats up as the alcohol burns. It gives off vapours. This heats up and then reignites the vapours, making it even more efficient. The jury's out for me on actually using this. I haven't found that much difference, but other people I've read on the internet absolutely swear by it. The other thing that the plate allows you to do is drop that into the very bottom. Let's just change cameras, see what I'm doing here. So that drops into the very bottom like that. And of course, that would allow you then to use organic matter or wood or Esbit tablet, hexamine tablet, and set fire to it in there. But of course, you need to place that on something to protect the ground underneath. As you can tell, obviously the heat is very close to the ground there. So from a safety point of view, you really need to do that. Not much more I can say about this. The only other thing that's missing from the set, which actually is a, whoops, I'm just trying to find it, is a Evernew item, is the trivet. Now the trivet doesn't come part of the set, but that's what it looks like. Let's just flip that over there, you can see there. And this is very neatly designed with its ridges so that it will actually, let's go back to that one, move that away. It will actually sit on the rim of the stove, very nicely like that. Very safe and give you a bit more pot support, so allow both burners to ignite and burn if you like. But it is also cleverly designed that it will sit inside the top lip of the Evernew, whoops, where are we? There we are. This DX stand. Now this helps in a couple of ways. Obviously, if you're using a different mug to that, a larger mug, what tends to happen is there isn't enough airflow. So this raises it a centimetre and allows the flames to flow better and the heat to expel better from the burner, and that then allows you to not have all the air, all the flames coming out of here and then spreading too wide. So what tends to happen is the heat comes out and goes up the pots like this. Let's go back to this one. Heat comes out and goes up the pots like that, and that then tends to obviously heat up the handles and burn the plastic, the protection you might have on your handles. So I hope I haven't made that too muddy. So basically what you have in the set is everything except that, but that is an optional extra which is really useful if you want to use that on its own or you want to use this with a bigger pot. But if you're happy with the 500ml pot, Bob's your uncle, and there you have it. It all sits nicely together there. So let us have a look at the weights for this. Bear with me just a second. Go across there and have a look at it there. So you've got the cook pot at 74 grams, the actual DX stand, the wood burner stroke Esbit burner if you like, at 52 grams, and then the alcohol burner itself at 34 grams, so totaling around the 160 gram mark, all of which packs neatly away and sits inside the pot that it comes in. It doesn't rattle too much, but there again I haven't used the complementary piece of material here, which would obviously stop that noise and also protect the inside of your cook pot from soot damage or flame damage, or that lovely smell of burnt alcohol that you can get sometimes off these stoves. So that is the Appalachian set. We'll come on in a moment to the Toaks ultralight cook system. But bear in mind that this set is, the Appalachian set is about the £120 mark, whereas the Toaks system is nearer the £40 mark. So there's quite a difference. Okay, so let's now come on to the Toaks Ultralight Ti Cook System. You can see that behind me there. This is not as flexible as the Evernew system, and it's not designed to be. However, I thought as a reasonable comparison, because both pots are very, very similar size, it might be worth comparing the two together, and at least people get a feel for them. I'll put them side to side in a moment. So let us go to the big close-up there. Once again, in fact, let's try the other camera, it's better. You've got a nicely boxed and packaged system. In fact, although this is made in China, there are no Chinese instructions, you'll be glad to hear. So the Japanese instructions are exclusive to the Evernew. Taking the complete unit out there. Let's go back to this one. So, oh, there we go. Right, so you have handles, the same as the other set, not insulated at all. The base of the pot is a traditional base, so again, nothing special about that one. Inside you have a handful of very nice silicone lightweight bags, each of which contain little goodies. So let's just have a look at those. That bag is for putting the whole lot in, very similar size to the Evernew bag. You have a decent lid. Now the lid is not like the Evernew lid in the sense that the Evernew lid really clips into place, which obviously will help increase boil time, but also if you were to knock your pot slightly when you're cooking, it won't slip off, whereas this one is a much looser fit, but there's still a decent rim on it. There's still a decent rim there, look, and so it'll still stay in place. Pretty typical really of most of these titanium pots, to be honest. Then what else do we get? You have a lovely folding spork, which is, I can't get out of the bag, there we go. There you are. Lovely, nice, shiny folding spork to do the obvious, get the food into your gob. Then you actually have the burner itself. Now, as I say, we are a slightly different price bracket and a slightly different aspirations for this, but this is one of these adventure racers, I would call it, titanium Esbit burners. And the legs fold out like this. These have been around for a while now, and you can buy these individually, of course, but they are super. I think they're about 13 grams, something like that, and the pot will sit on there very nicely. There is a little lip, as you can see there, on both sides to stop the pot rolling around, which actually works quite well. So there you have your pot and your burner. Then, of course, the next thing you need is a windshield. And once again, out of super thin windshield, we have supplied in the actual cook system itself. Now, I remember seeing this a few years ago, this windshield, and it is can be very sharp. Let's put it that way. I'm struggling to get it out of the bag. Here we go. It's very strong stuff, but incredibly thin, and so thin you can't actually get it out. There we go. Very thin and very springy, I seem to remember. And lo and behold, there it is. So I suppose a paper clip would be the ideal thing to clip those together to make sure you get as a good a seal as possible. You've got that then would be the start of your cook system, and then you'd drop your pot on top. You'll notice that, let's just bring that round and change that there. You'll notice that the one frustrating thing is, although the pot sits on the stand, the handle is slightly lower than the height of the windshield. So you'd have to make sure the windshield finished near there, or take a pair of scissors, which you can do quite easily with this, and cut it down to size. But who's using this? Well, to be honest, a lot of people that find this particular item very useful is adventure racers, in particularly the people doing the Marathon des Sables. Obviously, naturally, their ambient temperature is much warmer than, shall we say, Scotland in wintertime. and they have a great success. Also, the solid fuel tabs are easy to transport, they're very light, etc., etc., and you don't have to worry about liquids and liquids evaporating in particular, or obviously trying to obtain gas in the middle of the Sahara Desert, which strangely enough isn't a very easy thing to do. So I don't think there's much more to say about that really. As I say, that is the £40 mark, and these items are of course available in the UK over on Backpacking Light. You can find the Evernew there. Various promotions going on during the year, but there's more information there, and also information about the other Evernew products. And of course, you have got the Toaks solid fuel cook system there as well, with more information and some customer feedback, customer reviews about the actual products themselves. Let us go back to comparing the weights of the pair of them, and there you can see exactly what they come down to. So the Toaks ultralight system is in fact obviously 40 grams lighter than the Evernew, but the Evernew has a little bit more flexibility. The Evernew is made again in China, if that's important to you, and the Toaks is made, sorry, the Evernew is made in Japan, I do beg your pardon, and the Toaks is made in China. The Chinese titanium apparently is hot pressed, whereas the Evernew manufacturing process is cold pressed titanium, which actual fact, if I get both pots together, you can just see when you look at them close up. Where are we? If you look at them close up there, you can just see the finish on them. There is a slightly more reflective metallic finish to the one on the right, which is the Evernew, and the other one on the left is traditional titanium production, which is a slightly darker grey. I think that is 0.4 millimetre, and I think this is 0.3 millimetre. But there's that difference between them. And the pots themselves, you can see side by side, very little difference in see them. That's supposedly a 550ml, this is 500ml, but looking side by side, they look actually identical. One thing I did forget to mention was, of course, that both pots will take the 100 gas card with ease. So if you wanted to use them for a variety of things, as well as alcohol burning and Esbit burning, you can of course use them in conjunction with a little gas burner. So I think that's pretty well about it for us on this particular show. I hope that's been of some interest to you. As I say, they are available in the UK over at backpackinglight.co.uk, and if there's any more information or questions you have about the products, give them a call there, and I'm sure they will look after you. Until next time, I hope you've enjoyed the new studio. We'll be working on a few more technical things soon, and hopefully more videos will be following very soon. Bye for now.
This machine will have eyes, ears, and a voice.